Well, hello, Paulina Simons. Yes, we are in New York. We are in Greenwich Village. We are at the Three Lives and Company bookstore, and we're talking with Paulina Simons, the Paulina Simons, the author of The Bronze Horseman, the author of Tully, the author of Red Leaves. She has written 12 fiction books, oh, and more. You know what? I'm just going to let her talk to you about that. Tell me what you're working on. Say hello to my audience. Welcome. It's such a thrill to see you today.
Hello, Cheryl. It's so nice to see you again. And hello, the Better Reading readers. I'm so happy to share a few minutes of my day in the middle of your day. So thank you so much for joining us, and hope to have a good conversation with you. But thank you so much again for reading my books and for being so devoted to reading in general, and to my books in particular.
Yeah, well, they do. They love you. I mean, so many of the readers, when they found out that I was coming to meet with you, they're like, say hi to Paulina. So, hi to Paulina.
Hello, right back. Hello,
now, listen,
everyone.
tell me, how many books have you written?
So I've written 12 novels, one nonfiction memoir type of book, one cookbook, and 2 children's books. And
Is that all?
That's all. And I'm working on my 13th novel as we speak. Though I wonder if I should call it my 14th novel, because 13 is an unlucky number.
Okay, so let's go back, and I guess we can go back to the start. I mean, I remember reading Tully in manuscript, well, in what we used to call a docutech all those years ago, because I think we're about similar age, you and I. How did it all start? I mean, you came to this country, you came to New York from Russia when you were 10, and you had a passion for writing back then, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I wasn't very serious about it. I was, didn't speak the language and really just wanted to just be a normal teenager, which was hard enough, which was like a full-time job as it was. But I did always want to be a writer. I was hoping maybe someday my dream would come true.
And then you wrote Tully.
Well, yeah. So I came to America, and then I wrote Tully. Yeah, I came to America, 20 years of life, then I wrote Tully. Yeah. So
okay.
I did write Tully. I first, I sort of was working as a financial journalist, and then
I mean, that's a big leap. Do you know, in my research, I didn't know that you had actually studied political science. But how does one go from political science to writing women's fiction?
Well, it's not even so much women's fiction. It's writing about, I guess, things that imprint themselves on my heart, which is, different from political writing. But the political writing the political science just makes you more aware of the world. At least for me, that's what it did.
It's true, isn't it? Yeah. I guess it's true.
But then books are very personal, whereas most political science is, well, mostly impersonal. You're dealing with how things and what things, but books are all about why and the inner soul of people, which is what always interested me.
And how did you get Tully published? How did that come about?
We sent it out to 3 agents, and 2 of them said no.
Yeah.
One of them seriously considered it, and one of them said I really should try another line of work. She really did not like it. She wrote a letter she only read the first part of Tully and said, yeah, I really think that this woman should take some writing classes. So that didn't work out. But then the third one said, listen, don't show it to anybody else, because I'm reading it and loving it. And she happened to show it to a publisher friend of hers who was looking for a launch book for his new imprint at St. Martin's Press. And that man was Bob Wyatt, and he became my first publisher. And so I sold Tully. So I submitted it to the agents in March, and I sold it on June 17th, 1993.
Well, aren't we lucky? Aren't we lucky you did that?
I'm the lucky.
And I've noticed you've stayed with the one publisher right throughout your career. That's loyalty.
One publisher in HarperCollins has been my international publisher for my entire career, but in the United States, St. Martin's Press was my publisher for my first 3 books.
Right.
And now HarperCollins has been my publisher for all my books since The Bronze Horseman.
Right.
So the first 3 books, Tully, Red Leaves, 11 Hours, was with St. Martin's Press.
Okay. Now, this is a question. It's like asking a mother who her favourite child is. Do you have a favourite book?
I take all my books and all my children into the room one by one, and I tell them all, you are my favorite. You are my favorite. But then the books, just like the children, all have their own opinions as to who my favorite is.
Of course, everybody
But
has.
I do love them all. When you're writing the book, as when you're first raising your little infant baby, they're all your favorite because you have to work so hard on them and you spend so much time in them, and to make them real, you've got to be in it, and it's got to be real for you. And so they're all my favorite when I write them.
Now, what are you working on now, Paulina?
And now I'm working on a book that's. What am I working now, Cheryl? I almost have no word. It's really it's not quite a departure for me, but it has many elements in it that many of my readers have not seen.
It's
So
still fiction, though.
Oh yes, very much so. It's very much fiction, and it's another story of a great love. Let's just say, boy meets girl, boy and girl fall in love, boy loses girl, and what will the boy not do? Not to see that girl again, not to save her, not to find her again. There's nothing he will not do. So the story is the story of the boy searching for the girl over and over and over again to find her again.
Well,
to
do you know
save
what?
her.
I can't wait to read that. No, I think that's going to be out in Australia in 2017. Lucky me, I can't believe I'm right here in Greenwich Village in New York with Paulina Simons. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Cheryl. What a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you, and
Thank you,
bye-bye.
Better Reading. Thank you.